This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so here we go. A lot's going on with Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy Ma is exposing Papoose today after Clarissa Shields went on this tour of doing interviews, and every time the Remy Ma and Papoose thing was brought up, she said, I'm staying out of that, but she was just talking too much. That got Remy going. Remy has been quiet about all this because she's really looked at the one that cheated on Pat, right? And she just basically lost respect for him. That's how I've listened to most of this stuff that we're going to listen to right now, and it's long, but it's juicy. And if two people, let's start off with one thing. The sad thing about this is they have a child together, and that's sad that they're breaking up, right? I'll say that. And then also, Remy Ma has a kid that's in jail for murder right now. That's not even on her mind. This is what's on her mind. She's with Easy the Block Captain right when she's doing these videos too. You can hear murmurs in the background. Papoose is wherever he's at. And this is nasty. Papoose even says at one point, like, oh, she cheated on me twice and I still wanted to be with her. Like, well, what? I was doing it for my wedding vows. No, say you were doing it for your kid. Don't say you were doing it for your wedding vows. Bro, I have a backbone. Bro. She was like, yo, this guy doesn't make anything. He's disgusting. He does this. He stinks. And Papoose said he wrote her rhymes. This is like the summary of what's really going on. Papoose said he wrote 90% of her rhymes. He was her manager. He made everything happen for her after she got out of jail. All this stuff, bro. Like, let's now we'll start from the very beginning, which started this morning. Okay, she woke up and she was pissed. She was bothered. She doesn't like Papoose. Now that Papoose is public and moved on, it bothers her. Right? She wants this over with. She liked him groveling for her. They're both wrong. If two people deserve this, it's these two. They're both horrible people in real life. Okay? She's backstabbed Fat Joe many a times and other people, right? Papoose has done plenty of people wrong and always plays the victim, always points at other people. Oh, I dissed this person because of this and this. This is who Papoose is. Papoose is lame. Remy Ma, lame. You didn't even write the diss to Nikki. Nikki's going to have a field day with this. Even Fabulous and a bunch of people have commented on this. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's start playing this stuff. It's a lot to unpack. Ready? Let's go.
In 2008, that's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make
Clarissa Shields
me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop married in 2000 I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah. We not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up. If that's really the case. I don't care who brought up what. It's
the elephant in the room.
Okay, so we saw that. What's funny about that?
Let's be clear.
Look,
Nobody's. Let's be clear. Nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk. Nobody. All that tells me that I'm.
Oh yeah, Clarissa Shields said she wouldn't want to box her.
Coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like nobody. There should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is so, the same publicists that y'all use to push stories out, that's the same publicists that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this, I don't want to talk about that. That's it. Married in 2000 and I don't.
It's when somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning.
All right, so then we got, let's see, this is a lot. Okay, so Papoose, I think, wrote some stuff, right?
Nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I do if they knew the truth. Like, literally cry. Like, cry. 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 I look at it now and I feel sorry for old girl. Like, I feel sorry for her. Because I know the circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. I feel bad. Stop calling me. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand. Hold on, what you saying? And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was like, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a bean. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. Don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck? The fuck? I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. I'ma drag you. And I haven't even been dragging them. Bad enough, you got my daughter's mom out here looking crazy because you refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. Expected that. You know what? That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see. They'll see. I seen one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she outed me? Well, why she outed me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I needed that. Expected that. You know what?
Oh, man. This is diabolical. This is diabolical.
Could you please ask him? Because he keeps saying he doesn't have any clothes. But he doesn't really have to come over here and get them. I literally have... I'm so great. I'm so nice. Look how nice I had this bagged up. I bought these bags off of Amazon. These are good bags. And I packed it so nicely. Hats in one, sneakers in one, jackets in one. I did everything. So it's waiting here. I cleared out this whole area. Everything. Look, this has been here since last year. Like, I'm not stuck. Nobody, there's no hold up. Any hold up is on that side. Nobody took anything from. Y'all don't know. Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included. Yeah.
Shut up.
Could you please?
Damn. It gets even worse.
Come on.
Okay, let's listen a little bit of what Papoose says.
This part right here. We just heard him admit that he's blackmailing her, right? She would have been stopped talking to him. Since she want to get on here and fabricate and fake big this lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lame no more? She was sneaking around with him in restaurants. Chuck, what he was at? Cheese Factory, matching
She's literally with him in the mall when she does her next bit.
outfits, losing the battle on stage, getting cooked by Geechee, getting cooked by Suge. This nigga get cooked every battle. I don't know what type of rapper is this dude, man. Never lost a battle in my life. But anyway, keep it moving. We don't care about that. She tried to...
Papoose is lost. He lost the beef with Uncle Murder. To be honest with you.
make it about Clarissa. I just met Clarissa in July last year. I've been dealing with this with you since 2022. Clarissa has nothing to do with this. She's very angry because Clarissa is shining like the diamond she is. World-class champion, Olympic winner. She has nothing to do with this. Actually, Clarissa went on a Breakfast Club, did an interview, and said she don't have a problem with her. This which aired yesterday.
Yeah, but she was begging to talk about her, Pap. Who's like, come on, who's address the elephant in the room? And Charlamagne looked like, what? What are you talking about? You know, Remy, see?
Yesterday morning, I wake up to a phone call of her being belligerent, being a narcissist, screaming on my phone, claiming that Clarissa...
Oh, newsflash. Remy and Papoose are both super narcissists. Super. They honestly should get back together, and Clarissa should date Easy the Block Captain, because honestly, these two deserve each other.
Disrespected her. How did she disrespect you? She said she don't have a problem with you. Then, in the process of that phone call, she asked me, so are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? She said, you moving forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, she want to fabricate these stories talking about not retaining an attorney. The last time I spoke to Rem, I said, listen, I spoke to my attorney. Saturday is the day that her schedule allows for me to come in. I had been interviewing different attorneys trying to pick the right one. I wanted to get a civilized divorce where we don't have to do none of this clown.
You can do your own divorce, okay? My mom did her own divorce 8 years ago, okay? It's possible, okay? You just do your own. You mediate it. You don't go to court. You realize, you see what you're going to split. You know why it's taking so long to do a divorce? He wants half. She doesn't want anything because everything's in her name. He wants half. The only thing that's in his name is utilities, because he called them and hooked them up. Papoose and Remy are both bad, bro.
Shit. She never wanted to do that. Just in recent time, she started to claim, when I say recent, I mean past few weeks, she started to claim that, she wanted to get the civil. This part right here. We just heard him.
Now, Papoose's stuff is everywhere, so hold on one second.
Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do.
That's true. Remy Ma is messy.
You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this.
No. Papoose loves... He used to beef with people quietly behind the scenes, safely, and send people out to do his BS. We won't get into that. But send dudes to go out and do his BS, have people fight his battles for him.
But the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing, because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane, But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lame, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lame later.
When he speaks about the lame, though, the lame is literally a Timu version of Papoose. So he's almost talking about himself. She just got Papoose 15 years ago.
Later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. Soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know you y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go.
Just so you know, she was paying for all that, and she was paying for his apartment while she was locked up because she had money saved up.
Build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming, the return of the queen, right? All the fans witnessed her come home.
So, it doesn't matter. You benefited from the whole thing because she made you the manager.
Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony, followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down.
Ain't nobody noticing what's on Papoose's page.
The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here. This part right here. We just heard.
You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true. I'm fucking this wife, the whole shit, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's an adult. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. But he's on audio saying he's blackmailing you. So which one is it? Which one is it? You've told me numerous times you don't deal with him no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do. You just called me the other day and said, happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why? Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10 year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So you know when somebody loses the remote, they go frantic. See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was Because I said wedding vows before God. Better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death do us part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you caught your case. When you had to pay the civil case. And we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slay warned me. May he rest in peace. He warned me. He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased, I know why, because he know the truth. So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar.
I think him and Slay fell out over that too.
All you do is lie.
Because he said something and warned him about her. But bro, Papoose is just as bad, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you, for real here. Like I met these people. I know them.
Very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on the credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pap writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to try to assassinate my character. But in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved.
What does that have to do with anything? Yo, listen. This is why he wants half. He did write her rhymes. That's obvious.
Inside and outside. And guess what? Your family love you too. But you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I gotta even say this about you, that I gotta even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I haven't seen my daughter, when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention. We spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Why did you do that? Because I moved on and I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him. Why would you be with him? He's so beneath you. When I noticed that you was probably getting blackmailed because you're such a liar, I tried to protect you like I always protected you. You want to make it, you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out, that's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action. But you know what? Like I said earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person, who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in a very, should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody. And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth, but they act like it's not happening. By me knocking him out, it kind of put it out there, what's really going on. Also, she tried to fool y'all and say, what person would be in a marriage with a loving husband, being taken care of, bills paid, and cheat? You know what person would do that? You. Everything would be fine, and you would still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem. That's one of the main problems with you. I could sit up here and run through your body count, but that's not what I'm going to do, because I'm not here to tear you down, and I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to do that. But the fact that you mentioned my children and you fabricated after you have already been documented and recorded telling the truth about how I supported you when you was away. Telling the truth about our entire time together. But it wasn't good enough for you to move on and be an adult after you cheated. And I gave you numerous opportunities to stop the cheating. We went to a therapist. Why come on here and lie and say we haven't slept together since 2022? Why come on here and make it seem like that's true? We never had an agreement. Oh, you be with who you be with and I be with. We never had an agreement. All we had was you lying, saying that you're not with him. Why would you deal with him? That's all we had. And when I found out the truth that you were with him, you said, let's go to therapy. And I agreed. Then we made an agreement with the therapist. You violated the agreement again. So when I caught him, I knocked him out. Wherever I would have saw him at, I would have knocked him out. You so mad at me because I knocked him out at your event. Anywhere I saw him at, he was getting put down. And I told you this. I still got the messages telling you this. So all of this fabrication, all of these stories about me, my children, all of these stories about money. I paid every bill in that household. I did nothing but buy you gifts. It's photos and everything of it. It's all on my page. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. They hiding from something. It's still there. Me buying her gifts. All that materialistic. If you notice, her entire thing was about materialism. Just fabricating. She just recently told me she don't got no money. So what you talking this money talk? Hey, this is what I got in my account. Let's keep it a buck.
You know why she said that? She doesn't want you taking half her money. She moved it around. And she shouldn't do that because it can be clawed back.
So you want to fabricate these stories. I don't have to fabricate to impress anybody. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker. Everybody know I came from the bottom. Everybody know I went from artist, transition to executive. All of the times y'all see me support this woman, any song, any video she dropped, show me one post of her saying, subscribe to TuneCore. Show me one. Just show me one. Show me one, guys. When I drop the album every month, every single month, as the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time I got to the end of the year and I caught that feature with Lil Wayne, she ain't come home no more. She started staying out. There's people very close to you. When you did that, they said, Pat, we know her for a long time. Don't pay her no mind. She's only doing that to throw you off of your grind. She see you finally about to be successful again, bro. It's been a long time. You deserve it. You know what she did? Start staying out, not coming home.
Papoose is nowhere near being successful again. I'm sorry. It's true. It's true. He hasn't dropped any, bro, it's been... This guy quit, bro. He quit in 2007.
So I could go on and on about her. She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around me and you type a keyword from any one of her verses, it pops up in my phone with the date that I wrote it. So all of this money talk on that aspect, that's cap. You talk about me buying you gifts. You try to say in the past, oh, he don't buy gifts. That's documented. You walk around with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of jewelry that I bought every single day. You talking this jewelry talk. First and foremost, I have a cash business. So there's numerous times where I cashed you out and you went and bought things. With my money. With my money. You want to talk about property?
You have a cash business? Bro, you're telling on yourself now.
We bought this house together. We bought it together. We bought it together. I wrote one of your biggest records, man. One of your biggest hits. So you want to downplay me as an artist when I wrote one of your biggest hits. That's so sad. But like I said earlier, the fact that you chose to mention my kids, that's why I responded on this video. As far as the divorce, like I said, she never wanted to get the divorce. She never wanted the divorce, that's correct. And she didn't want to do it peacefully, like two adults, because the attorneys brought to my attention, if you guys agree, the divorce could be private. But if you don't agree, it gets messy. I brought that to her attention.
There ain't gonna be no agreeing on anything. Now, this is the biggest mistake he made. Talking about he wrote her rhymes. She will never let that go. Nicki Minaj is preparing something to say right now.
She never wanted to do it. Just recent, and I say within the past few weeks, she's been saying that she wanted to do it.
Remy Ma on one of the videos says, he's lying through the teeth that she bought him.
Civilized way. So we had a plan. She said she wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to work it out. She even tried to tell me, like I told you yesterday.
Nah, a mediator just works out the divorce, not to work it out, to work out the divorce. That's what a mediator does. He's lying.
Yesterday, she started asking me, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that even a question? I'm going forward with the divorce, yes. Now, I wake up to this morning. Very strange. So, what I'm saying to y'all is, the reason why this is happening because you mentioned my children and you lied. You cheated with this lame since 2022. You cheated with numerous others before that. And you know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true.
And you stayed with her, Papoose.
Look at
That's not being, bro. Should have bounced.
the comments. They know what I wrote. I wrote tons of her music. 90% of her music, I wrote it since I've been around her. I wrote probably like 3 songs on her first album. If I listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And when you listen to it, y'all know my pen. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I came here. The only reason why I'm mentioning that is because you fabricated. You fabricated and you talked about my children. And as a father, I was not going to allow that. I've allowed you to do what you've been doing all of this time, and I said nothing. I said nothing. She got mad at me because I went live and said I didn't knock this lame out. Oh, it's not just the two. I said, Rem, whatever I got to do to assist you, I'm going to do it. Oh, no, but it's not just us. What the hell you mean it's not just us? Who is this nigga? Very bitter because I moved on, because I finally moved on. I got tired of sitting there, tolerating it. And I was there for my daughter, but I started to realize that my daughter didn't need to see me like that.
You just said you were there for... You just said you were there for God. Well, she broke her vows.
She didn't need to see her father when she got to come in another room to visit me.
Okay, that's like the juiciest stuff. Let's go through the highlights of this other stuff. My gosh.
When I type things in, people don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly, and tell your lies. Don't type your lies. Tell them. Speak while people talking to you. You read the comments, you can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. Because I've been sitting by my phone all day because I know you can't take the L. You can't take the public people not on your... You can't take that, right? Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie. Every time. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday. Get back with what? Get back with what? Why the f He trying to get back with you, sir. Stop lying to these people. Did y'all look at the date on that filing? Oh, it's so easy to file. He filed that today. He filed this today. Who gave you the money? They gave you the money. You should be look at me, doing you favors again. I got y'all lit. All the blogs pick y'all up. You can use all my perks, all my front row perks, all my jewelry perks, all my jacket perks. Y'all lit. I got y'all lit. And look at me again, still doing you favors. I got your lawyer retained. Look at him. Look at him over there, emotional. You're an emotional creature. Men are emotional creatures, you know? I have no ill will towards you, Papoose. Men are just emotional creatures. You over there on your little Instagram page where I helped you get all your little followers. Oh, I was trying to get back. Y'all, would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my... I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots.
Clarissa Shields. She was like, "Oh, I wish I just got my shots." Papoose was acting like people knew him in Africa. Nobody knew him. What song?
Did I scroll back to then? Let me scroll back to then. Play with me. Play with me. Play with me. And there was no shots to go to Africa. It was pills. How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all.
Oh, damn.
So he could sit over there and call me every day about how being here just makes me think about everything. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Yesterday, I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh. What? Ew. Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew. Come on. And you got me blocked. Emotional. Weirdo. I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people... I'm really saying, you a girl. You a girl. Look at him. Emotional. Stop playing with me.
You know, yo, it's over for you, Pap. When you said you wrote her rhymes, Pap, you done. You fried, bro.
Sir, stop playing with me. Matter of fact, let me get the Africa post on cock. Hold up. Hold up. And the only reason why, if anybody's wondering why is he still on my health insurance, because it's against the law in New Jersey while you're going through a divorce to take them off of your health insurance. So unfortunately, I can't. Let me get those ready. Send me Shorty a number. I send it directly to her. He called me later. He called me back, call me later. I'm busy. Hold on, sending me videos. Yo, right now it's 1 minute. I can't make this up if I wanted to. Why do I care what degrees is out there? Small talk. Videos of everything that's going on. Yo, how do they balance that? I'm not gonna lie, the motor carts is fire. It's only 92 degrees. I'm assuming it's supposed to rain. This and that's not. You already know when they give the temperature. Everything was fine. Look at me, you dressing like Brooklyn over there. You better get some kente cloth. I hate traveling with a bunch of stuff. Stop it. You have clothes. Look, I hate traveling with a bunch of stuff and I don't have any clothes anymore. I wear the same things all the time. Stop it. You have clothes.
Yo, Papoose sounds so desperate.
Just don't want to come get them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you talking about?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people... I could give great advice.
Oh.
I could give great advice. If motherfuckers listen to me, they would be great for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right? He has a son. He has a son. He just doesn't like his son's sexual preference, so he acts like he doesn't have a son. He has a son. We have a son who is very much alive and well and probably feels slighted sometimes. He does. And my son, who has been like a son to him most of his life. When we got together, our children were 4 years old. They're now 24. For his child
Wow. One son's locked up. Her son. This is crazy. Oh, obviously we're going to have to do another video about this. This is 40 minutes long, dude. We'll talk about it more in a second, but yo. Papoose thought he won here, but she's never going to stop. Papoose is going to be destroyed. She's going to destroy herself. This is ultimate destruction here. I don't care. I just care about the kid, man. That's all that matters here, right? These two can destroy each other. You know Fat Joe's going to get in the middle. Guys, don't do this publicly, guys. Fat Joe, sit down. Your wife cheated on you 1,000,000 times. You don't even know about it. With the Miami Heat players. Fat Joe's the same. The same. It's JordanTower, JT News. Peace.